Welcome to Fluent with AI, the podcast where English meets storytelling, humor meets hustle, and you get smarter in just 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. I'm Charlie, your friendly English coach from the future. Today's story is all about being in a foreign restaurant and still making jokes. I tried to order a steak and the waiter brought me a picture of a can of dog food. Haha, don't laugh. This kind of thing is more common than you might think. Today we're going to talk about how to order gracefully at a foreign restaurant without the waiter thinking you're here to buy dinner for your pet. Common ordering disasters. Let me share a few real-life cases to show you how many you've been shot at. Case 1. The beef versus beef. My friend Wong wanted to order braised beef noodle in the US, and told the waiter, "I want beef with beef." The waiter was dumbfounded and finally brought him a plate of beef, no noodles, no soup, just a bunch of beef cubes. Wong looked at the plate and thought, is this the legendary American minimalist style? Case 2. The tragedy of the chicken and the duck. Another friend wanted to order white-cut chicken and said, "I want white-cut chicken." The waiter heard "I want white cat chicken" and thought he was going to order some weird cat-themed dish. In the end, after 10 minutes of hand-wringing, he got a Caesar salad because it had shredded chicken in it. Case 3. The spiciness crisis. The classic is to order spicy food. We're used to saying a little bit spicy, which translates to a little bit of spice. But in a Mexican restaurant, the waiter's a little bit and our understanding is completely different. As a result, my friend had tears in his eyes when he ate the first bite, and the foreigner next to him thought that the dish had touched him. Preparation before ordering. Be a prepared eater. Study the menu. Google is your friend before going to a restaurant. Check the menu online. Most restaurants now have an official website or have menu photos on Yelp or Google Maps. It's like reviewing before an exam. It's better to improvise than to take the exam completely naked. Practical tip. Scan the menu with the Google Translate photo function. Jot down the names of a few dishes you'd like to order in a memo. Learn the English of key ingredients. Beef, beef, pork, pork, chicken, chicken, fish, fish, vegetables, vegetables. I have a friend, every time before going abroad, we'll do a food homework. Write the English name of the dishes you want to eat on a small piece of paper. Although she looks like an elementary school student, it is very effective. Download the app Google Translate. The photo translation function is simply a god weapon for ordering food. TripAdvisor. See other Chinese tourists' experience of ordering food. Yelp. View photos of dishes. A picture is better than 1,000 words. English tips for ordering food. Seating and opening. Make an elegant appearance. The waiter says, "How many in your party?" Don't answer, "We are not having a party." The correct answer, 2, please, or "table for 2." The waiter will say, "I'll be right with you," or "Someone will be with you shortly," after showing you to your seat. Don't ask, "Who is someone?" Just smile and say, "Thank you." You. Drink session. Quench your thirst first. The waiter will usually start by asking, "What can I get you to drink?" Safe choices. Water, please. Coke/Pepsi. Orange juice. Coffee. Advanced choices. What kind of soft drinks do you have? I'll have a beer. What do you recommend? A guide to avoiding mines. Don't say, "I want to drink water," sounds like you're announcing your life's ambitions. Don't say, "Give me Coke," sounds rude. Ordering the main course, the main event. The universal opener. I'd like. I'd like. Can I have? Can I have? Can I have? I'll take. I'll take. Specific ordering strategies. Strategy 1. Look at the picture and talk. I'll have this one. Point to the picture on the menu. This is the safest method, not elegant enough, but definitely effective. The follow the leader method of ordering food. I'll have the same as him. What's popular here? What do you recommend? Strategy 3. Describe the need method. I want something with chicken. I want something with chicken. Do you have anything vegetarian? Do you have anything vegetarian? I'm looking for something not too spicy. Special requirements. Being a demanding customer. Allergy information. I'm allergic to nuts. No dairy, please. I can't eat seafood. I can't eat seafood. Cooking requirements. Medium rare 4 steak. Well done. On the side. No onions, please. Temperature requirements. Hot. Room temperature. Extra ice. Advanced ordering tips, from rookie to master. Role play, pretend you know. Learn to ask insider questions. How is this prepared? What comes with it? How big is the portion? My friend successfully pretended to be a gourmet chef at an Italian restaurant with this trick, and the waiter even recommended the chef's specialties. Hotline, ask if you don't understand. If you really don't understand, don't insist. Could you explain this dish? What's in this? What's in this? Can you show me a picture? Remember, it's the waiter's job to help the guest, and they're usually happy to explain. Pace of ordering, take your time and don't rush. Don't finish all your requests in one go. Order your entree first and wait for the waiter to finish taking notes before saying special requests. I'll have the grilled salmon. I'll have the grilled salmon. Pause while the waiter writes down. Medium, please. I'll have the grilled salmon. Medium, please. Medium, please. Pause again. And no vegetables. Emergency survival guide. When everything's screwed up, SOS situation handling, can't understand the menu at all. This is my first time here. What's good? I trust your judgment. Ordered the wrong dish. I'm sorry. This is not what I ordered. Could I change this to? 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 Excuse me, there's something wrong with my food. This is too salty/spicy/cold. Ultimate weapon. Translation app. When all else fails, take out your cell phone. Let me show you, then open the translation app or picture. Don't feel ashamed. Even many foreigners order like this in Chinese restaurants. Buying the bill, a perfect ending to ask for the bill. Formal. Could I have the check, please? American English. Could I have the bill, please? British English. Informal. Check, please. Simple and direct, common all over the world. Payment methods. Can I pay by card? Do you accept credit cards? Cash or card? Cash or card? Tipping culture in the US. It is common to tip 15 to 20%. Keep the change or just write the tip amount on the bill. Practical exercise. Complete ordering conversation. Let's have a complete ordering exercise. Waiter, good evening. Table for how many? You, 2, please. Waiter, right this way. Here are your menus. Can I start you with something to drink? You, I'll have water, and she'll have a Coke, please. Waiter, perfect. I'll give you a few minutes to look at the menu. You, thank you. A few minutes later, waiter, are you ready to order? You, yes, I'd like the grilled chicken breast, please. Waiter, how would you like that cooked? You, medium, please. And what comes with it? Waiter, it comes with mashed potatoes and vegetables. You, can I have rice instead of potatoes? Waiter, of course. Anything else? You, that's all, thank you. Look. Anything else? You, that's all, thank you. Look. See? The key is to relax and remember that most waiters have seen all kinds of customers, and your level of English won't shock them. Advanced challenge, tips for different restaurant types. Pizza. Fast food restaurants. A quick fix. Fast food restaurants like McDonald's, Subway, etc. have a set routine. I'll take a Big Mac meal, medium size, for here or to go. Eat here or pack. Sushi. Fine dining, acting professional. What's the chef's special today? What's the chef's special today? I'll start with an appetizer. Sushi. What wine would you recommend with this dish? Exotic cuisine, adventure time for Thai, Indian, etc. How spicy is this? Scale of 1 to 10? How spicy is this? Scale of 1 to 10? Can you make it mild? What's this made of? What is this made of? Culture tip, when in Rome. American restaurant culture. Waiters are very chatty and will ask, how's everything? Tips are mandatory, 15 to 20%. You can ask for a to-go box. Can I have a to-go box? British restaurant culture. relatively formal say bill instead of check. Tipping is not compulsory, but 10% is more polite. Continental Europe. Service can be slow. This is normal. Tipping practices vary from country to country. Some places have a service charge and don't require additional tipping. Case study: from disaster to success. Let me share a story of transformation from a listener. When Lee first arrived in Australia, every time he ordered food, it was a disaster. Once he wanted to order sweet and sour pork inside, but ended up saying sweet and sour pork inside. The waiter thought he wanted the awful part of the pork inside, and almost called the police thinking he had encountered some kind of cult ritual. But after 3 months of practice, Lee is now able to talk to the waiter and ask about the ingredients. Chat with the waiter about the weather, ask about the source of ingredients, ask for modifications, even write an English review of the restaurant. His secret: treat every order as an opportunity to practice his English, and be willing to try without fear of making mistakes. Homework time. After class, after listening to today's program, I'll give you some small assignments. Menu research homework: find an online menu of a foreign restaurant you want to visit, pick 5 dishes and learn their names and basic descriptions in English. Situational dialogue practice: practice a complete ordering dialogue in front of a mirror, from being seated to paying the bill. Emergency phrase memorization: memorize these 5 life-saving phrases. What do you recommend? I'm allergic to. Can you make it less spicy? This is not what I ordered. Check, please. Practical challenge: if you're abroad, go to a local restaurant at least once this week to practice. If you're at home, go to a restaurant owned by a foreigner and try ordering in English. Conclusion: from ordering rookie to restaurant master, remember, the core of ordering English is not how perfectly you speak, but how clearly you can express your needs. Even if your pronunciation is not standard enough and your grammar is a bit questionable, as long as you can make the waiter understand what you want, you've already succeeded. The most important mindset adjustment: treat every order as a little adventure. You never know what surprises you'll order, and you never know what jokes you'll make. But all these experiences will become valuable assets on your English learning journey. A friend of mine is now able to discuss the vintage of wine in English with a French waiter in a French restaurant, but he'll never forget the first time he stood there giggling at McDonald's in the US because he couldn't understand the words for here or to go when ordering food. So the next time you're sitting in a foreign restaurant with a menu in your hand and your heart racing, remember these tips you learned today. Take a deep breath, smile, and confidently say, "I'd like to order, please." Background: relaxing restaurant music. Well, that's it for today. Next time, we'll talk about how to shop abroad without getting ripped off. Yes, the kind of shopping English tips that will make you buy a t-shirt but end up buying a suit instead. That's it for today's episode of Fluent with AI. Send me a message or share your story in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, share with a friend. I'm Charlie. Keep laughing. Keep learning. Catch you next time on Fluent with AI.